Welcome back, YouTube. We just finished our playthrough of Ghost Stories, first co-op game that we've done on this channel, by Repo Productions. So, component-wise, Chelsea, what do you think of it?
It's nice. You know, it's not my favorite artwork on the board game.
Some of the pictures are kind of creepy looking. I mean, I grew up watching horror movies, so it's not really creepy to me, but if you're the minimum age of 14 for this game, maybe you might find it a little creepy. I mean, but it's not bad, per se. That was pretty good, the artwork.
Tokens are sturdy.
Nice. We kind of want to paint them.
The people? Yeah, the people are. They're all the same, they're just different colors.
That's why I want to paint them, to kind of make them look somewhat different. But I'll keep the same colors. The boards are pretty nice, but they're starting to warp now a little bit. Well, we could tell. I could tell, especially yours. Yours actually warped in one corner. That's not too bad, though. The dice...
We've had this for a while.
Dice are nice. Very unlucky. All the other tokens are pretty nice. I mean, none of them... I had this game for a while and it's still going good. So cards are nice. Easy to shuffle. It's like opponent-wise, I'll give it a thumbs up. What about the gameplay?
Okay, I used to hate this game. Because we can never win. It's so despairing every time we play it. I'm just like, what's the point? We're just gonna lose again.
When you watch the gameplay, you can actually hear me. I'll be like, oh, we're actually doing pretty good. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, after I said that, it's like, ghost after ghost after ghost is coming out. My side got full. I was like, oh, spoke too soon.
But it's starting to grow on me. Like a fungus.
I know there has to be a strategy to this.
Yeah, I feel like we have not
figured it out yet. Like, it took us a while for Pandemic. We figured out the strategy. You just got to get the right people. But this one, you don't really need to get the right people because you can use the other people's abilities when they're not playing. It's just there's some other thing that you gotta... I know the Buddhas are pretty nice. I used it once. It kind of blocks off a monster, but I don't know. I feel like there's something more there. Some way to beat this. Just haven't figured it out yet. And we will figure it out. So, the gameplay-wise, pretty nice. Not too long. It took us about a little over 30 minutes. It's not a hard game to learn, I don't think, either. Did you think it was hard to learn when I taught you?
Not necessarily hard to learn. There's a lot of little symbols to memorize. But you can I always ask Josh when I forget, or you can go back to the rule book and look at the symbols, see what they mean. But other than that, it's not a difficult game.
Yeah, because you can only move once, and you can either activate the tile you move to, or you can attack. Yeah. So, I mean, just roll the die. That's the only thing it's kind of iffy on. I feel like a lot of it's based on your roll. Like, if you don't roll good, you're not going to do good. That's why I never do good.
Yeah, and I feel like we don't activate the boards enough because we're trying to kill off the ghosts, and we never have time. That's what I don't like. There's no little movement. You can move once and attack, and that's it, right? Or you can activate a tile, but not attack. It's yeah.
There's a way to, like, use people's abilities, I think, in a certain way.
Yeah, but you always have to go back to the middle. And that's
maybe it'll be different with 4 players. Cause I think if you have 4 people...
We've played it with 4.
Played it with 3.
3.
Because then you have everybody's ability up there. They all do their thing. Like, the red can move twice. You get tokens. The blue gets to activate the tile and attack. The green just gets an extra die. It doesn't hold a curse, but the extra die doesn't do nothing.
Why do you always pick him then?
Because I don't like to roll the curse dice. But the game, it's a fun game. I do like it. It's just, I mean, it's like every other co-op we played. Forbidden Desert took us forever. Robinson Crusoe's hard.
Oh, God, I want to get it.
Forbidden Island's actually pretty easy.
Yeah, it's like the only.
Pandemic was hard. I feel like every co-op game always does that. You'll get to a point like, oh, I think we're making good progress, and then all of a sudden something happens, and it just all goes downhill. Like Pandemic, you'd be like, oh, everything's going good. You draw one epidemic card. That's like 4 outbreaks right there in the game. So I do like it. I mean, I'll play it more. I would recommend this game. It's a fun game. The overall rating of this game, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. I gave it 1.5 just because it's so hard. Maybe when I beat it, I'll give it 2. Right now, it's 1.5.
I give it 1 because it's so difficult.
Well, we got to the boss.
It's still fun.
Even the bosses are hard. Like one boss, you had to call them out a certain way. But it's a good game. I like it. Like I said, 1.5. This would be a good Halloween game. I think pull this out on Halloween, have a good time, drink some brewskis. All right, so that was Ghost Stories. The next game that we'll be doing is a little card game. The first game I actually ever backed on Kickstarter, and that is Project Dreamscape. And I got a cool mat for this game, but we'll play with it, but I won't set it up with it because you don't really get it with the game. It's the extra I got for Kickstarter. So this will be the next game we play and talk about. Hope to see you guys then.